my name is Joanne Love from Love Style Events, and today we're going to be talking about venue selection. Now, you may have an idea of what style of venue you want, but I'm going to give you 5 tips of things to look out for before you sign on the dotted line. Most guides say that you should spend between 45 and 50% of your overall budget on your reception. But this includes your venue, your catering, and the bars. So let's say that you choose a venue that doesn't have catering in it. Try to stay between 15 and 20% of your overall budget. Now, I see this time and time again that you fall in love with a beautiful venue and you tend to want to go over this. Don't do that, because what happens is that later when you're looking at the other elements, you're going to have to sacrifice on those, and then the overall look of your wedding is not going to be what you're going for. My second tip is that when you're comparing venues, make sure you know what is included. So for example, upgraded linens, upgraded chairs, votive candles, a parking lot, which is going to help you save on valet costs, installed LEDs, that's great, and even sound. Some venues don't include that. So if your venue already includes that, you are going to save money that then you can allocate on other things on your wish list. So this is very, very important to know. My third tip is to make sure you know all the hidden costs. Now, some of these are not that hidden, like maybe corkage fees or a cake cutting fee, but some things you don't really think about until after, but this is now your time to negotiate. So things like welcome bag delivery. A lot of hotels will charge you to deliver to the rooms, and now is your time to negotiate that with the venue coordinator. Another one that comes up a lot is a storage fee. Did you know that a lot of the venues will charge you for storing boxes and things the day before, or sometimes even the morning of? So all of these things are important to know ahead of time so that you can maybe negotiate them into the contract and save there, or so that you can know them and then properly do your venue comparisons. My fourth tip is to find out what the setup time and the breakdown time is for your event. So setup times. If your venue has a very short setup time, let's say maybe only 3 hours versus 8 hours, it's gonna cost you more in the long run, because vendors are now gonna need double to triple the staff to set up your wedding in that allotted time. So this is definitely something that you need to know. Another one is the breakdown time. A lot of vendors will charge you extra if they have to come that same night at midnight or at 1 o'clock in the morning versus the next day. Now, some venues, these times are very strict, so just know them and then talk to your vendors and calculate how much extra that's gonna cost you. Some venues are more flexible, and this is something that you can negotiate before you sign the contract. My fifth tip is, before you finalize on a date with your venue, go on the internet and search for what's happening in the city on that date that you're looking at. The reason is there might be festivals or art fairs or something that can affect things like the cost of flights, the cost of hotels, how busy Uber is. All these things are affected, and that's gonna affect your budget, and it's gonna affect your guest experience. Now, if you have the budget for it and you think that the guests are gonna like it, then go ahead. But if this is an area that you want to save on, then definitely avoid these very popular dates. I hope that you find these tips useful and that you're gonna make an even better decision when you select your venue now. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, as I am going through all the different tips and tricks on planning your wedding from beginning to end. And if you have any questions, always just put them in the comments below. I read those and I just love seeing them, and I love answering them for you. And that's it. I hope you have a great day. Cheers.